Well, good day and welcome to Walker Bee Ranch. We're gonna try to, I know it's only day 20 of the Demarre, but it's a nicer day today than it's supposed to be tomorrow, so we're gonna go in a day early and see how it goes. So let me get it suited up and get set up and we'll see what we can see. However, today is a nice day and tomorrow is not supposed to be as nice as today. So last week I took the two medium supers out of the middle here. Still got the new brood box. We've got a queen excluder, two original brood boxes, and I put one honey super back on the top. They're still using the rear entrance here, and we'll see what we got. Bunch of bees flying today, and we'll get it figured out. So, nothing in the lid. Let's look up top. See if anything's happening in the super yet. I imagine not much. Few bees checking it out. You can see right there. Not too much going on upstairs. So we'll just move this off to the side and we'll get down to it. I'm gonna move it to this other side, to the left here. And we'll just pop that off and we'll get into the boxes. And hopefully there's a few bees in there in that super, but all right. So the top box, there should be no brood left in here. If it is, it'll be just a little bit of drone brood. Not expecting much up top. I did rob some frames out of here, some cells. So we'll see what we got. We'll try to get through this quick. Outside, storing some nectar, very little bit. Attaching a bunch to the wall there. But they are starting to put nectar on the outside. So let's see if I can get some of this burr comb off of the sides. I don't know why they love putting comb on the side of the box. So nothing there. Let's go ahead and scrape that burr comb off. We're gonna do this one at a time here in my true fashion. And we'll try to go quick as possible before we move this box off. All right, so outside, definitely got pollen, some nectar, drones, few bees working. Same thing on the other side. Not too much happening there. And but comb, they are pulling comb pretty good. There's been no feed other than my open feeder out there for all my colonies. Look at that pollen. No pollen sub has been in here. Pollen and nectar drawing up the frame. So this is basically turned into a honey box right here. This upper box because the queen can't get through. So let's see. This one's got a little bit of weight to it. And trying to do this before my GoPro overheats. Look at that pollen they're storing. Bunch of stores. Some nectar. They're definitely drawing this comb up. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice right there. Look at that. Almost the whole frame. Pollen and nectar. Even a little bit of tiny cap out here, which is unusual because it's not very deep at all, the frame. And we're just going to keep going. I'm curious to see what's in the bottom box after 20 days being in here. Definitely storing it away. Look at that nectar. Nectar and pollen. Just give it a flip. Should be the same thing on the other side. Nectar and pollen. Wow. Well, that's got some weight to it, guys. So we'll see what happens. I got red going to this side, or going to your side over there by the camera. This one's got a little weight to it. Look at that, shiny nectar. Nectar and some pollen stores. Capping. Look at, they're already capping over here. Again, so far no hive beetles. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Of course, we will check our trap up here just to make sure. Really gonna go through this quick. Looks like they're just storing up here right now. More nectar. More nectar. Yep. Nectar and pollen. Let's see what they got over here. Just a little bit of comb. They're started on that side. This side they're starting up. Hive beetle. Saw one. I haven't had peppermint on this in a month. Might be that time again. I saw one. But they're drawing that out, getting it ready to store. This side, I might actually flip it around. Let's check our beetle trap here. Might relocate that this time. No beetles in the trap. We're gonna push that to the other side now, just so we haven't looked out here in a couple weeks to see what's going on the outside. Look at that. They're capping some honey. Not too much happening on the outside. I could actually probably, I'm gonna spin this one around just to give them a side closer to the middle to work on. And I'm gonna push this over. This is really a crappy frame, this one. It's not a very good one. Not much to that. We'll push that in. Maybe they'll do something to it. I'm gonna quickly just trying to get some of this comb where they're attaching on the side. Maybe get some of that off of there. Just keep that side clean. We'll go ahead and pop this box back to the outside, or this frame back to the outside, and then we're gonna center them up and move them out of the way, and we'll see what we got. Try to get them kind of centered where there's equal distance on the side here. Let's see what that does to that thing. All right, so we're gonna go down to what was the original brood box. You know what? I may have inadvertently killed the queen last week, and I'll explain to you as we go how I didn't think about it till after the fact. So obviously there was brood in here, and I had them separated from the queen down on the bottom. Well, then I took the distance that they had on the two honey supers that were in between the box and removed them. So I took all these bees that had been 14 days without a queen and put them down on top of the queen excluder. So they could have gone down through the bottom and killed them, or killed her, but we will check that today and see for sure. All right, empty frame, nothing happening on the outside. Don't really expect much in this box because they're packing it away up top. We're gonna see if they're doing anything down here. Not really, nothing really on that. Well, they are putting nectar in there, look at that. So they're storing nectar in here, which is good. That's what we want. We want them to work together and build all these However, if you remember, well, there's a little bit of brood in here, I guess. A little bit of drones left. Should be no regular brood left in here. Maybe some chill brood. But that's it. So some drones, no queen cells, just like we had imagined would be up here. But the rest of these drones should be hatching out really quick. In the next probably 3 or 4 days, be out of here. Same on this side, just drones. Really at this point up top, no fear of swarming. I did move this foundationless frame into the middle a little bit, and there's a queen cup. Won't have anything on it, but it is a queen cup. We can put this frame with the brood on it back. Try to do a balancing act right there. Go ahead and move them back together. They're working a little bit on this to draw some comb out. Let me just go ahead and get rid of that cup. Get rid of those practice cups right there. Just getting rid of those. There is no way they can make a queen up top. What I'm really imagining that happened was, this is so wonky here. They're not doing anything with that but drawing crazy comb. And this is one that I re-waxed. So we're gonna break that off of there. Just threw that up there. Get rid of that off of there. See, this is kind of one of the problems with foundationless and foundation at the same time, is that you've constantly got different depths that they can work at to build comb. So I bet you if I push this one over and reversed them a little bit, they would start on that foundationless one in more of a straight line. So this has a lot of bees on it for what we've been looking at, compared to what we've been looking at actually. And let me see, just storing. Look at all that nectar. Beautiful. Way to go, girls. And they're just packing it in just like we want them to. That is so beautiful. I'm gonna flip these around a bit up here. There's another foundationless frame they're not really dealing with on the other side. Just bees storing nectar. Some brand new drones. I'll show you those. I'm gonna do a little bit of a reversal here. So I got a bunch. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So we're going to take this one out. Bunch of drones. Nectar they're putting away. And really just blanks up here. So I'm gonna put this here. And I will push that together. Hopefully they'll draw that out. Look at that. Just beautiful. So no queens, just worker bees and drones up top. It's beautiful. So we've looked at that other one already. We're just gonna close them back over. I'm gonna push this one over with it. Keep pushing it over. Got another frame out here. It's got bees on it. I'm really curious about the bottom because that's where hopefully all the action's been happening. Look at that pollen. Again, this I've seen one beetle in here. Look at that pollen. Insane. So good. They're putting all the stores up here. Different colors of pollen. That is so beautiful. We got green, yellow, like brown, a little reddish colors. So they're definitely finding it and putting it up top. Let's see what they've got on this outside besides probably attached to the wall, which they do. More of the same. Food. So, let's try to scrape some of this wax off of there. Put it on this other colony with my other wax for the minute. And we'll look at this frame. So this frame, bunch of pollen. Again, no pollen patty was up here. So the stores are getting up top. Look at all that pollen. I've had no pollen patty on there, no peppermint in a while, and they are doing great. Now, I will say, this colony has been robbed of resources during this Demarre process. So, whatever we find in the bottom is really not a true representation of what you could witness doing this. This box is kind of wonky, falling apart. My bad craftsmanship. And we're gonna lift this off. It's probably no, okay, not that propolized. Let me make sure I'm keeping them kind of straight here. All right, so if we remember correctly, and I'll try to kneel down here. If we remember correctly, y'all, look at the drones and the bees. Make sure there's no queen on the excluder. I don't see her. A couple dead drones, but nothing real horrific. And I'm just gonna lean that up on the other one real quick. All right, so originally we put one frame with cat brood in it and 9 other frames. Now, to be honest with you, this is not very encouraging at the moment because I don't see a lot of bees to the outside and them really drawing out a bunch of comb like I had anticipated. But, you know, she did not swarm. Just make sure we still got a queen. Like I said, they could have killed her last week when I moved the box down. So I'll just lean one on the outside. Plenty of bees coming in and out. It is the middle of the day, so the foragers are not in the colony at the moment. So let's see what we got. Up, I see they're kind of attached. They have started to move to this outside. Really haven't drawn nothing out on that, which is a little bit frustrating. But again, from the way I did it the first time, I should have not robbed a bunch of frames out. So right now it's really kind of a brood break for a little bit because there are no cat brood. The only cat brood will be down in this box, and they're only drawing out what they can cover. But look at that. So that is drawn out. What's not drawn out looks like it's got an egg in it. That's the side, the inside. So this one's been drawn all the way out. They're putting nectar in the corners a little bit. Looks more like a brood box. You can see a larva down in the bottom, all the way to the bottom. It's drawn out. So let's flip it over. They're working the outside now. Give them a little blow. The queen's actually got eggs in that side. So she has been here. She's not marked, so we'll try to find her here in a second because she has been here in the last day, which means to me they did not kill her. they did not kill her when I removed those 2 boxes. That's a beautiful thing. All right, so most, if not all, of the brood that was on this original frame should be hatched out and relayed. Oops, let me make sure the white goes on the other side so I can really get a good look. And this comb is not the most stable on this foundationless. I don't see her on that side, but it is laid up with brood all the way across both sides. So there is a queen cup they're developing, and we're gonna dispatch that right here. Nothing in it. Well, you guys probably can't even see that now that I'm thinking about it. Not too much weight in this box, as you can see where I just about flipped it over. I don't see her on this frame. I mean, she's moved off the middle frame. Let's just flip it one more time, see if she curled back to the other side. Don't see her, but this is pretty laid up over here. So we'll put that one back and stick that back together. Let's check this frame. I'm really kind of disappointed. I really expected more comb to be drawn out. Really did. But this is laid entirely up from edge to edge. And there's some pollen on this side, but I need to work faster as far as seeing her, because she is I mean, she's even got it. She's got eggs laid out here to the outside, even on the top. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm hoping you guys can see that up top. She's got laid all the way around under the bottom. She's just using every bit of space she's got, all the way to this corner. It's laid up, and I have not seen her. Maybe she's on there. She is right there. You see her? She's looking for room. They need to make her some room. Beautiful queen. She's actually laying in these cells. She's laying in these cells before they're drawn out. If I dropped her a frame of drawn comb in here, which is kind of not what I wanted to do, but if I did that, it would give her immediately somewhere to lay. So maybe I do that. What do you think? We'll give her a little assistance. Let me see if I've got I know I've got one. Let's see if I can. Well, how about a semi-drawn comb? Because it's easy to get to. Or is that no better than what I've got, right? A little bit. Let's see what we got in here. Hey, we got bees in here. Go figure. Some bees. Some more bees. There's 2. Nothing there that's drawn. Here's a drawn. Look at that. I bet you she'll use that. Let me just get the queen. 3. Oh, wait, there might be something here. So I've got, actually I'll just give her this. I got 3 boxes of bees over here and a bunch over there. We'll count them in a little while. But, all right, looks like there could be a little wax moth going on in here. but I don't see any wax moth larvae, so that could be old. So let's I'll take that queen cell off. And I don't see anything on that side, so let's give her another frame. I'm just gonna drop this frame in here and let them get the cleaning. Actually, let me clean off some of this propolis so it sits together better. Sometimes the propolis keeps the frames too far apart. And we'll put that back. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a run and start here. Not what I wanted to do per se, because she's really only gonna lay what she's got resources to cover, the bees to cover. So once this brood in the middle starts hatching, it'll be different, because then you'll have, for every one of those frames that hatches, you'll have 2 frames of bees. So it'll start growing, just not quite there yet. And these bees don't seem to be trying to help them out too much from the top, but there are drones and stuff in the bottom, so that means that I mean, they are coming there, right? They are doing something. Let me get some of this out of here and put that back, and we'll just put this back together. So yep, overall, with the way I've done this, you could do better. And when I say do better, I mean there are other ways to do this, you know, i.e. smash the queen cells and don't give it back to them, or you know, don't take the queen cells off and give those resources to another colony. Just do what people really like when I do this, and we'll flip that back. Looks like they got plenty of nectar and pollen in there, so the colony will not. Whoop, got to put my super back on. Not that they need it, not that they're really working it, but there are a couple bees in there. I'm gonna just pop that back in here, put them back how they were, and then put this on top. So I guess overall, you could say, had I not robbed the brood and queens out of here, there would have been much more bees in this box, in these boxes. But it's all right, because we've got bees. They're foraging, they're storing. We got, you know, a couple frames, 2-3 frames of brood down there that that'll be hatching out soon, and so it should get better. And you know, they're working the front. I could throw some syrup on them in the front and help them draw some comb, but not really what I want to do this time of year. But anyway, that's the 20-day Demarre update, and we'll see if we can come up with some other footage here in a little while. So thanks for watching. We'll check it one more time next week, see if anything's changed once this brood starts emerging. Weather permitting, we'll do it next Wednesday, and we'll see what happens.